So when thinking of newcomers for the new Super Smash Bros. Game, my favorite third-party idea has gotta be Slime from Dragon Quest. So without further ado, here comes my Slime moveset! Alright, let's start with the smashes. For the forward smash, we've got the Slime Knight. So Slime will basically charge up and out will pop the Slime Knight to do this forward overhead swing. It's been established in Dragon Quest lore that the Slime Knight is actually not a character in and of itself. It's just like a toy that the slime puts on its back. So that made sense to me. It just pops out and does a forward smash. You know, it does a decent amount of damage. Up smash, we have Metal Slime. So Slime briefly turns solid and metallic and uses that little point to do a straight up attack with a lot of knockback. Boing! Looks pretty painful. Down smash is the Bubble Slime. So Slime kind of turns into a melty, sort of poisonous bubble. This kind of is the opposite effect of the up smash, which means low knockback, but a pretty good amount of damage. You know, you can kind of get caught in this thing and get all sizzly. Now the tilts were a little harder to come up with, but I think I've come up with a variety of things from different games. Forward tilt will be the Warrior Flute from Slime's own game, Rocket Slime, where he plays that crazy long flute. It just kind of pops out and plays a little note and does moderate damage. Up tilt is the Slime Stack. All of a sudden, two other slimes pop up below him and deal some damage to anyone that's nearby. And the down tilt is a gold drop. This is kind of a callback to slimes dropping gold after battle. So he just goes bling, he just kind of throws a little piece of gold down there. You know, no big trouble. He's got more where that came from. For the aerials, I thought it'd be cool to kind of have a little gimmick here. When Slime does any aerial, he grows tentacles, like the Heal Slime character, which means he doesn't do a whole lot of damage when hitting with these tentacles, but he does drain a little bit of the enemy's life. So with every one of these hits, he restores, I don't know, 1 to 2%. And that goes for all his aerials. So you got your back aerial, your forward aerial, up and down, and your neutral. They all give you a little bit of life, and they all deal a pretty soft amount of damage. Okay, let's get to the specials. Everybody likes the specials. Alright, starting off for Neutral Bree, we have Frizz, and this is one of those spells that you can charge. Now, slimes do use this spell in the game, on occasion, but in Smash Bros. You'd be able to charge it into Frizzle or Kafrizzle based on how long you press the button. The forward B is Elasto Blast. This is Slime's main method of attack in the Rocket Slime games we were talking about. He kind of stretches back and then snaps forward. And depending on how you use the analog stick, you can kind of go in a variety of different directions here. It's a little bit similar to maybe like Fox's Illusion. Not quite as quick, but pretty powerful. Up B, he uses a Chimera Wing, which means he shoots forward and kind of drops it below him. And the Chimera Wing does a minor amount of damage if it hits something. This is a good recovery move. And down B, we got the Psych Up move from Dragon Quest VIII, where Slime will turn pink and start charging up. Now, the more you do this, the stronger his next attack will be. So essentially, if you press it once, you'll Psych Up to a level of 5. Your next attack will be a little bit more, a little more powerful. But if you bust out the 100, if you have enough time to do that, his next attack will be, I don't know, 2 to 3 times more powerful than it normally would. I don't know if this would need balancing or what, but that's the basic gist of it. And of course, we need the final smash. This one I was thinking could be just kind of a celebration of slime throughout Dragon Quest history. All these different slimes come slime-peeding across the stage, crushing whatever unfortunate foe gets caught under its gelatinous foot. So, why should Dragon Quest be represented in Smash Bros? Well, it's the most popular game series ever in Japan, pretty much. I think some can make the case for Pokemon, but it's pretty close. In fact, when Dragon Quest III came out, fun little history fact, so many people were skipping work that day that Japan passed a national law that Dragon Quest could only be released on weekends from then on, and it stuck. Also, Dragon Quest still has a following in the US, not nearly as big as in Japan, but it's still well respected, still enjoyed, it's got a following. Not to mention, it's the grandfather of all JRPGs. Dragon Quest I really was the first RPG in that sense. And it's been consistently strong for over 30 years. So it's pretty good history there. It was there on the NES, it started on the NES, and they're still making games today. Now, with that said, why should Slime be the representative of Dragon Quest? Because some people think, that's kind of weird, taking a slime that's just like a generic enemy and making him an actual character. But I would argue this has some precedent in Smash Bros. Already. You got Yoshi, Villager, Game & Watch, and the Pokemon are all arguably, one of many. So I don't think Slime is is any different in that sense. Now, Dragon Quest, like Final Fantasy, has different protagonists in just about every game. And unlike Final Fantasy, there's not really a Dragon Quest protagonist that's noticeably more popular than the rest of them. So it gets a little tricky to kind of pin down one playable character. Now, in contrast, slimes appear in every Dragon Quest game, even the spin-offs. They are like basically the face of the series. They're the mascot, they show up everywhere, and they're recognizable worldwide. So the last point against slime that some people bring up is, how are you gonna make a moveset for this thing? He's got no arms, he's got no legs, he's a blob. Even Pac-Man has arms and legs. And that is why I'm making this video today. I wanted to present a moveset that would actually work for slime, and there is really one rule that I'm following here. The moves have to have some sort of precedent in Dragon Quest, which means slime's not just gonna like turn into a fist and punch, or he's not gonna just start attacking with his tongue for no reason. These are actual Dragon Quest-y moves. And that's about it. I know I missed a couple of moves here, but whatever. I mean, do we really want to hear like what his grapple and his jabs are and whatever? You get the idea. So that's my case for slime. He's cute, he's legendary, he can have a viable moveset pulling from Dragon Quest history, and he'd bring with him a Dragon Quest stage, all sorts of great Dragon Quest music. Come on guys, we all love Dragon Quest. It's just the greatest. I mean, don't you love Dragon Quest? It's so adorable and it's so fun, and sometimes it's poignant, and it's always just so nice. I just like it so much. So that's why slime needs to be in Smash. I like slime. I hope you do too. If not, it's too bad. But it's okay, because we can still be friends. Alright, so thanks for listening, and I'll catch you on the flippity flop. Why am I talking like this?